Many couples around the world are faced with the sad reality of having to live apart from each other. And this is not because of any fault of theirs, it's just simply the fact that they have to work, earn, and get the family moving. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gloria. Thank you so much for stopping by. Here I talk about my faith, motherhood, parenting, and my lifestyle. This morning, my husband is here with me on this channel doing this video. This is the first time he's coming on my channel, so thank you, babe, for coming. Okay, so basically, this video is going to be addressing the challenges that couples face when they have to live apart. So, challenge number one, the couple that has to stay with the kids and raise the kids and cater for the family and the home front is usually more stressed. Now, by this I mean that I have to work. For example, I live with the kids, I have to come to office, I have to come to work, and I have to go back to do the home chores, yes? Now, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of challenge for me because it's physically draining. If my husband was around, he is very domesticated, which I'm grateful for. Now, he's usually involved and helps me with the chores, so I don't really feel it. But when he's away, I have to do everything all by myself. Right, babe?
Okay, absolutely.
Okay, so one way one can cope is you have to seek help. Okay, you can't do it all by yourself as a woman. Sometimes it feels like, okay, I can try, I can just, I have the strength, I have the energy. I used to feel that way, like, okay, I'm very energetic, I'm grateful to God for the gifts of energy. But the truth is, it tells on you, stress tells on your health. So seek help if you have to. Now, what I did is I had to get someone to come into my home a few days in a week to do chores for me, so I know that I am not bothering myself about chores. I'm just focusing on the kids and my work. Yes. Now, if you don't want to have a live-in help, somebody who comes to live with you permanently, you can get someone who comes and goes, does chores, and go. Yeah? So, but I want to talk about something else that couples face.
Well, I think, like you said earlier on, it's a sad reality. You know, times are hard. It's not easy to raise a family, put all the bills alone, and of course, you know, couples work. And so this has become an inevitable reality where sometimes couples will have to live apart. But like you rightly said, it has its own challenges, it has its own advantages, and of course disadvantages. But of course, couples originally are meant, you know, to live together. But of course, economic reality has made it the way it is. Exactly. You know, one disadvantage of having couples, you know, living together is the fact that it becomes difficult living apart, yes. It becomes difficult for the children to get holistic parenting.
Exactly.
You know, it takes two to tango. The mother has a role to play, the father has a role to play.
Definitely.
But when the father is not there, it means that there's going to be a gap. Definitely. And of course, sometimes it's not every woman that can fit into the shoes, you know, of the husband,
yes.
You know. Yes. And of course, even the kids sometimes they are more afraid of their dad because the dad is more rigid, more firm, more disciplined, you know. Mothers, you know them now. They are usually on the softer side. They want to pet their children. But of course, you know, from this part of Africa, we don't play. The Bible says spare the rod and spoil the child. You know, sometimes we need to use the rod, sometimes we need to use the carrot approach and all of that. So that's one major challenge. How do you cope with that? It means mothers need to also begin to be dynamic.
Exactly.
Be that mother that you are, then sometimes you also need to, you know, play the role of a father, be firm, so these kids, you know, don't get out of hand. Remember what the Bible says? That you bring up a child in a way that the child, you know, will go. So when the child grows, the child does not depart, you know, from it. You know, yeah, but you know, even on the side of the couples, living together can lead to the development of some attitudes that are hitherto not there. You know, for instance, a man who lives in the same house with his wife, closes from work, the guy goes back home, you know, to go and meet his family. But in the event where the guy lives far away, some guys may want to hang out from work, may want to go clubbing, and before you know it, all manner of attitude, vices will begin to evolve. And if you're not careful, the marriage or the family begins to crack.
The devil begins to use that as a root.
Absolutely. And so we must watch out for that. Like we said, you know, some of these things are beyond your control, but we must be disciplined and watch out so we don't allow ourselves go off the track.
Thank you. Exactly. Thank you so much, Femi. Thank you so much, babe. I just called him the name I call him at home. Yeah. Okay. So now the truth is, I've heard that research has shown that when couples live apart, that they tend to be more fonder, they tend to be more emotionally stronger, and even more trusting. Do you think that's true? Now, so I heard, and I've also studied. I've also found that the research has shown that it's like that. Now, do you agree that talking about one of the advantages now? Now, yes, I know that the video is supposed to be focusing on the challenges, yeah. But let me just chip this in. Talking about the advantages of couples living apart. Do you agree that when they live apart, they're more trusting, more loving, and they look forward to spending time with each other?
Well, I think I totally differ, in that opinion. But of course, when you miss somebody for a long time, when you see the person, you will be all out. It's normal. When you have missed somebody, the person has not been there. Every slight opportunity you have, you want to, appreciate the person.
Absolutely.
But that doesn't really mean that we should, when we are far apart, then the love grows. Sometimes love may end up dying, when you are far apart. Remember what they say, to be out of sight is to be out of mind. If you are not disciplined, that can occur. And of course, the issue of fidelity, infidelity, these are things that can creep in when couples live apart, except when such couples are really very disciplined, very godly, and very focused, and don't want to do anything that would tear their marriage apart,
But
it's something we should look out for.
Yeah. But I think that somehow, I think there's an iota of truth in that statement, that when couples live apart, they tend to be more trusting and tend to be more loving and want to show more affection, more like the love is it grows. I think I would like to agree with that a little bit. I just want to believe that, because you know why I want to agree? Because even with you and I, babe, when you were away and you're planning to come back, on both ends the enthusiasm is really high, the expectation is high, and then when you eventually come home, every single moment of your stay matter. We want to cherish it. You know why? Because we know that it's short-lived. You're still going to go, so we're more intimate, like we're more into each other, and even the kids, you just want to be there and make every moment you stay at home count. So I think that also there's an iota of truth in that. However, it's not totally enjoyable for couples to be away. You know that thing about companionship, and that's where marriage is established in the first place. Companionship, and if you're apart, that companionship would not be. You won't get that in totality. Absolutely. Okay, so now talking about the spirituality of the couples. What do you think, babe? How do you think couples who are apart get spiritually bonded and can grow in their spiritual journey as man and wife?
Well, you see, when couples live together, they have a way of helping each other, to uplift themselves spiritually. Sometimes you just want to pray casually, but your wife is in the mood to really, pray, you are forced to also want to pray, So a lot of advantages come with that. But when you are away, you could just do one gentleman's prayer, all of that. So if you are not careful, your spirituality may go down when you live apart, but
because
when you're
we
together,
need each other. Iron sharpeneth iron, the Bible says. So when we are together, sometimes when your spirit is dampened, your spirit is a little bit down, you need your partner to spot it.
Correct.
When the devil is trying to play a fast one on you and play pranks on you, your partner is there to identify it and to help you spiritually.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So for couples who live apart, please, it's just focus on the positive. Know the reason that you're staying apart. Know that, okay, we're living apart because we need to earn income. The family needs to grow. Yes, we need to be able to make investments. We need to be able to plan for our future. We need to be able to plan for our children's future. And this is only a phase. Yes. Now focus on that. Let that be the driving force. Know that it's just going to be for a period of time, and then we are going to plan to work things out and be together again. Now, do not get carried away. Please do not get carried away. Know that you should prioritize your family. Know that you should, focus more on prioritizing your family, and for every occasion you have to rest, for every vacation that could come your way, seize it and use that to see your family. If you have every opportunity. For some people, they may have the opportunity to come home to see their family, but then they are not interested because they are overwhelmed by the noise of the children. They are overwhelmed with the way the children probably might keep the house so untidy and scattered. And you know how children play.
Yeah,
kids will always be kids. Exactly. Children will always be children. So some parents do not want that, and then they want to just stay away and have their peace and quiet. But that shouldn't be. So for your family to really, really be bonded and for you to have a swell time as man and wife, please seize every opportunity to be with your home, because the truth is, family is everything. So if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to give it a thumbs up, please go ahead and don't hesitate. Be part of our community. Lend your voice. I'd like to hear from you. Do you live apart with your partner or don't you? What do you think? How do you think people who live apart with their partner should cope? Yes, share tips. We'd like to read from you. Yes? So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll be happy to have you on board. Bye for now. See you in the next video.
Bye.